Hello everyone, my name is Noah Maxwell, and for my intercultural speech, I'll be talking about Jose Bradshaw, who is an adopted kid from Malawi. Just a little bit about Jose. He goes to the same school I go to, Cornerstone Christian Academy, which is what's on my sweatshirt right now. He is a junior. He has been in America for about a year and a half, and he's the son of my basketball coach. So I've been able to hang out with him, talk to him a little bit, and he's a very enthusiastic, he's just always excited and very happy, and he's just very enjoyable to be around, especially at games when he can cheer really loud for you, and he just sometimes aggravates the other team because he screams at him, which is pretty cool. Um, so something about him, he grew up in Malawi for the first 14 years of his life, and I spoke with him many times just about his life growing up and just some of the things he might have done. So let's just get into that. Jose grew up in Malawi, but when he was around 12, he said when he just turned 12, he something dramatic really happened in his life. He then met the Bradshaws, and they saved his life. So just let me tell you about his life story. When he was growing up in Malawi, he lived in a small village. He didn't really speak on the types of food he ate really in much depth, but he said there was like stew they would make. He would eat some porridge, maybe fish. It just really just depended on what food they could find at that time to eat. He really enjoyed playing soccer. He was really good at it. He told me he really liked to play goalie, which was really cool because that's kind of whenever I play soccer, that's what I would enjoy to play because I just kind of like getting with my hands, just kind of fidgety person. Like he said he was as well, which was really cool to see how we were kind of alike in that way. He told me that every day after school, he and his friends would go and they would just play soccer for a very long time, and he always just said he enjoyed it so much. But when Jose got a little bit older, he developed a sickness, and this just made him unable to play soccer. Um, so about his illness, he doesn't really enjoy talking about it, so I didn't really want to question him about it too much and make him really uncomfortable. But like I said, when he was 12, he had gotten a disease in his leg, and he had to go to the doctors because it was just so painful for him to walk on. And when he went to the hospital, they told him that he would need amputation for that foot, and which was just really depressing just to even hear because you could just see the look on his face where he was just really just sad about it and just hurt him in many ways. So as time went on, it became clear that when he got the amputation, the medical care that he received, it wasn't going to be good enough because the medical care for his amputation infected him, which made it even worse, and they couldn't provide good enough care in Malawi. So Jose said that he was just in incredible pain, and he was just praying. He was asking God, if God, please just show me your plan and help in any way that you possibly can, and his prayer was definitely answered. So Jason Bradshaw, who's my coach, went on a missionary to Malawi, and that's where he met Jose. Jason and his family, they went out to Malawi and they just saw Jose and they just became really close to him. They just really enjoyed just being around him, and they thought he was just really awesome. So they came back to the States and they were like, yeah, they told it to a couple of their friends over here, and my dad and Jason are really close friends, and he was like, yeah, we just met this kid Jose and he's just really awesome, but he has this leg problem and it's going to be really difficult to get him back over here, but we really would like to adopt him. It'll cost a lot, but this medical care is really vital for Jose, and we would just really love to help him because, I mean, they were just really enthusiastic about how awesome Jose was, which at that time was just really cool because it was my coach, and he'd met someone, and he was like, oh my goodness, we really need to help him and save him and get him over here as soon as possible. So they started a foundation, and it was called Team Bradshaw, and they raised money, and the next year they went back over to Malawi, and they met with Jose again, and they actually had really difficult because the tribe Jose was in, the tribe leader, I think is what Jason said, was he had to finalize some details, and he was just kind of like spotty about it, but they just kept on praying, and finally God answered their prayers, and everything was sorted out, and Jose was able to come back to America. So then after Jose got to America, he was able to get the health care that was necessary and that was really beneficial to him. And Jose now, he lives with Jason for about a year and a half now, and I was talking to him, and he's just super grateful for everything that the Bradshaws have done for him. And I mean, that's just awesome, honestly, because you can just tell just how happy he is to be here and how enjoyable he enjoys it, how much he enjoys his life with the Bradshaws, and how it's reciprocated. So just for my summary, really, for this speech was when I was talking with Jose, and whenever I talk to him, we go to the same school, like I said, and every time I speak with him, he's just so enthusiastic, and I just find that so amazing because he's gone through so many hardships in his life, but he always has a smile, and he can always put a smile on my face just by how he talks, and he's always just super kind to me and everyone he's around, and everyone just wants to be around with him and talk to him because he's just a really nice person. And he definitely had a difficult life growing up, and God had plans for him to change his life, and definitely still changing it to this day. So, I mean, after this interview, it just really opened my eyes to like the differences that I have in my life and that Jose had when he was growing up, and I'm so much more fortunate than he was, and I'm just really blessed, and I'm really appreciative of that. But I think it's really important that we as people need to study and learn about other people's cultures and what they might do for their traditions, because they have such a different life than us, and by learning about this, we might be able to help them. We might be able just to speak to them and get to know them and just really who they are and what they're about. That was my intercultural speech. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, thank you.